And we are live streaming. Surprise! I'm coming at you into my personal profile page instead of my Alchemical Academy Facebook group. Why? Because Zoom isn't working for us today. I don't know why, but maybe it's because more than just the people in the group need to see this. And so the replays are replaying inside the Alchemical Academy. And if you happen to catch this live stream, which is going to be about 35 to 40 minutes long, and it intrigues you, definitely hop into the group. The replays will be there through the end of the week. So we're already on day 7. And I always say, this is nonlinear. And today we're going to celebrate our progress. We're going to plan for success. And this is all about building grids of success. The program is called Grids of Success, Magnetic Mastery Blueprint. Again, it is free. So welcome back. And this being our 7th day of this majestic journey. Again, whether you've been with us the entire time or you're just now tuning in, you are in the right place. You magnetize this. So in the next 30 to 35 minutes, it's going to be my honor to help you remember what you came here to pursue and the joy that is found along the path to success. So as we embark, I'm going to explain where we've been, where we've traversed over the last 6 days and now into 7. And that way, if you're interested, you could check it out. And also you can just appreciate the vast landscape of the success grids that we've journeyed upon. So day 1 was all about self-discovery. Okay, I revealed the importance of self-image and the profound impact that it has on actually every aspect of your life. And I introduced you to some self-reframing strategies, because the truth is we cannot, no matter how hard we try, outperform our self-image. We will never experience anything outside of our identity. Our egos will be sure of that. Why is that important? Because you can make edits to your identity. And so on day 2, we explored the art of visualization to do just that. We were vision crafting, and I demonstrated several visualization techniques. I outlined some steps for you to do that. And the gist of it, the zoomed out, is you got to be it to see it. So we were doing some shaman hacks. We were creating future memories as if they were already so. That's true alchemy, because that's the fastest way to align with where you want to be, getting all of you on board with all of you. And your ego no longer sees it as something out of your identity. It's a memory. It's a done thing. And so day 3 was a day of creating success grids. We were exploring what are grids: the mental grid, the emotional grid, the physical grid, the crystalline grid of divine intelligence, and then how to tap into all of that and to also restructure certain components, aka limiting beliefs and emotional mental grid structures that you no longer want to activate, so that your success grid potential could collapse into physical reality, in actuality. And that was just in the first 3 days. Woo! On day 4, we mastered the art of relaxation. Is that my gardeners? Don't you love this? First, I can't get into Zoom, and now I think they're screaming around out there, which is actually divine. So I love it. You grow under pressure, and you learn to really build some chops. I think they are here. This is great. Okay, very cool. Anyway, here we go. Where was I? Relaxation. That was day 4. That's a requirement for success. And otherwise you're in fight, flight, frozen. And so I taught you about how to integrate tranquility into your goals as part of the actual success process. Tranquility and relaxation, the art of relaxation, is a powerful way, and it's required to build your success grids. Then day 5, we flipped the scripts, and it was all about narrative transformation. And I showed you how to reshape your history into powerful reframing with powerful reframing exercises. I helped you explore how to pull a code, which are assisting frequencies, which you can actually then retroactively infuse into the past, because all we ever have is the now. The past is gone. It's your recollection of the past and those mental and emotional recollections that form the structures for the future. So if you can go in the back and actually retroactively transform those memories, those thoughts, those responses, and we're time bending, and it actually works. And you're that powerful. You are the sole author of your life. And this brings not only changes to the way you view the past through the lens of gratitude, appreciation, and okayness, right? The all sorts of pain is wishing something to be other than it is. So you go back in the past and you're fine with it, and you make those edits. It actually changes the timeline now physically. And I know it's mind-blowing stuff because you can time travel. And wow, that's what we did on day 5. And then day 6, we went from fears to fortitudes. So this was going really deep into the forest of the failure grid. And we were coming out on the other side with confidence, clarity. And we were viewing fear as sort of a friend even, right? So this is an interesting way to view it. When fear becomes our ally, it becomes a catalyst, and our resilience causes us to achieve many great things. We know this. We just dare not befriend it. But it's all about flipping the resistance and finding the gifts inside the challenge. And we feel better as we do so. And that's the point. So if you want to go back to any of these days, go do it. They're going to be there through the weekend inside the Alchemical Academy Facebook group. And then they're going to disappear. So if you need more time, or you want to unlock the workbook and the activations, I take you into guided meditative, alpha meditative activations every day on the journey. If you're a VIP member, and you can work through that at your own pace. I've already received many posts and emails and instant messages saying, thank God for the VIP, because there's just too much good content here. And I don't have time, honestly, because this could be a 6-month program, y'all. It really could. And that comprehensive workbook, wow, those exercises are really going to tackle all perspectives. So you actually have a plan that is precise, and you know how to implement it. And the Grids of Success program can come alive for you. So then what do we have in store today? Well, today's going to be even better. Each step on this journey has been a vital thread in the tapestry of our success grids. And, today we're going to set our sights on where are we going? And we're going to consider the intricate patterns that all these threads have woven, the patterns of growth, of learning, of evolution. And really, it's been my pleasure, my honor. It's been so heartwarming hearing about all the shifts you've been experiencing in your life just by tuning in to even 1 or 2 of the days of this journey. So why do I want to celebrate the moments and acknowledge, what's happened? It's simple, yet really we overlook it a lot. And that is that celebration is actually the fuel for sustained motivation. Without recognizing your little victories, you're going to risk succumbing to burnout, procrastination, or even overwhelm. But we do this as humans. Isn't it funny? We tend to leap, disregarding. It's like almost like, finally, we're here. What's next? Instead of going, wow, look how far we've come. And then we tend to do the opposite with the things that quote unquote go wrong, right? So to leap quantumly in our lives, we must not only work towards the destination, but also find joy in the journey itself. And this is the moment we have here and now. That's it. So take a deep breath. I want you to really sink into that. The now moment, okay? It's the fertile ground on which the seeds of your intentions sprout. So engage fully as much as you can with the present moment. Connect to your inner tranquility, especially when flow in this day and age seems to evade us. Now, what the heck is flow? It's the path of least resistance. It's a blissful path that is key for any high performer. There was a psychologist named Csikszentmihalyi who first coined the phrase back in the 80s. And so I want to consider this flow state, that coveted realm of peak performance and profound focus. It's the space where time begins to distort, where self-consciousness fades, and your creativity soars. And you may know this as the zone that athletes find themselves in from time to time if they're really good at what they do. Athletes, artists, performers, you know, those types of creative or extremely gifted people that are really nailing what they're doing, but making it look effortless. So it's like, you know, when you see them and then they explain, how the heck did they do that, right? You know, how they get that ball right in that little teeny hole. And it's like, well, time slows down. Time slows down, the perception of time, and it makes whatever they're doing effortless. And they lose all sense of self-consciousness. They're not worried one iota about who's watching them, if cameras are on them. They are just in their creative, athletic, genius zone. And it comes through, and it's those wow moments. You witness them. I'm thinking about all the times I saw over the years, the Olympics, and you're just going, holy crap, I'm witnessing history. And these people are just so talented. And so we can do this. We can embrace flow. And when we do, our productivity is going to increase not 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. And it's not just a number I made up. 500% more productive when you are in a flow state. Anyone want that? And since they say that 80% of our effectiveness in whatever we're doing comes from about 20% of our effort, it really behooves us to figure out this flow thing and start using it to our advantage. So I think it's how I'm able to have a 3 to 4 hour day and be outperforming those that work 8, 9, 10 hours per day. And I do want that for you. You know, we don't need to work harder, just smarter. So when we're in this flow state, what happens is our prefrontal cortex, it quiets. It allows us to transcend our mental barriers, and our brain rewards us with a cocktail of pleasure-inducing chemicals like dopamine, okay? But how do we tap into this state? Let's try it now, okay? It's about essentially balancing skill with challenge, and it's about nurturing your curiosity and structuring your environment to minimize distractions. Uh-oh, minimize distractions. Did she just say that? I did. So let's do that right now. You know, there's a lot buzzing around wherever you are, I'm sure. For me, there's literal people buzzing around. But you know what? I'm so grateful for them. I don't have to be out there gardening every day because it would take a lot of work. I do love grounding and being out there, but sporadically. So let's take a moment now and practice. I want you to close your eyes and just breathe deeply in and out. Now, don't open your eyes yet. When you do, I want you to focus on the first thing that you see, okay? Go ahead, open your eyes. What do you see? If you're looking at me, then it backfired. Look at something else in your room, okay? And hold that focus. And I want you to start becoming whatever you're staring at's best friend. I want you to adore this thing. This is the object of your affection right now. Witness how incredible the thing actually is, no matter if it's a speck of dust or maybe one letter on a book that you happen to notice. Focus on that one thing as if nothing else exists. How interesting is that thing? Perhaps you begin to ponder deep thoughts, or you start getting creative sparks about it. So I'm going to give you a moment to really be with this thing that you're gazing upon, and take your time. All right, I'm sure you don't want me to rip you away from it, but did you feel that shift? That's the doorway to flow. It's about training your minds to find the sweet spot of engagement, no matter the task at hand. Because when we're bored, we lose interest. We're not here anymore. And when we're overstimulated, we become overwhelmed and we're not here anymore. Okay. So when we're bored, we just do low-hanging tasks that really don't produce much results. It's busy work and it's really a waste of your energy, especially given we all, have a lot going on. And gosh, how sad to live your whole life not really present. Likewise, if there's something that's overwhelming, it's too much, you're going to shut down as well, right? You're not going to be in the flow for that. You're going to be like, I can't even, do one thing because it's like everything's overwhelming. So the gift of flow is when you increase your attention on something, no matter how mundane, and then you challenge yourself to get it done better or faster or more proficiently than ever. Something takes place that's quite exhilarating. Like even washing the dishes can be enjoyable when you're in the flow. I know it sounds odd, but you could be like, all right, then 5 minutes. Can I get this done and not miss a speck? 5, 4, 3, 2, go. And you're like scrambling around and really into it. And you do it and there's 5 seconds left and you're like, yes, oh wait, I was washing the dishes. So at the heart of flow, we find dopamine. That's why it's our ally in motivation, focus, satisfaction. It's that neurochemical that spikes during those peak experiences. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a balance to maintain. And this has to do with, dopamine traveling along pathways of your brain, influencing not just your movement, but your desire to achieve and having these peaks and valleys. And so it's about sustaining a healthy baseline that empowers your journey forward. There's lots of talk, you can research this on your own, about doing dopamine fasts, if you will, so that you can reset your baseline because it's out of control. Every ping, bing, ding, we're like, oh, what's going on there? And it's like, it's out of control. So you can also reset dopamine levels and have healthy spikes by diving into a cold lake, kind of like the Wim Hof techniques. That shock, that invigoration that you feel, that's a dopamine surge. And so that can also help you to sustain momentum, motivation, and get outside your comfort zone. So go jump in a lake. No, don't really. All right. So then, we do need to address not falling in the trap of trying to chase dopamine through quick fixes, right? AKA addictions. And so the key lies in healthy, sustainable practices that elevate our baseline over time. Diving deeper, flow emerges from a symphony within our brains, a quieting of the prefrontal lobe, as I said, a release of neurotransmitters, and a shift in our brain waves. And that triad, that paves the way for peak immersion, focus, enjoyment, productivity, etc. And so what about the goals in this dance of neuroscience? That's what I want to bridge into right now. Is goals are the compass that guides your creative energy on your grids of success. They give you direction to the flow. They help you channel it towards what you yearn to manifest. We talked about that a lot on day one, your aim. So imagine your goal right now. Hold it in your mind with unwavering focus. It needs to be big. And then feel it as if it's happening now in the present moment. Visualize, breathe life into that aspiration. Revisit day 2, because every audacious goal begins as a spark within. If you nurture it, you let go of doubts, and you soar beyond the opinions of others, your creativity is limitless and you will achieve your goal. And I hope you realize that your potential is a force to be reckoned with. If you believe and you persist and you align daily, you'll get there. The only failure is stopping, right? So we worked through a lot of that, fears into fortitude, yesterday. And so by controlling your mind's eye, by stoking the fire of desire and persistence, we're not only going to reach our goals, but we're going to transcend them. And it's in this transcendence that a wealth of riches, both material and spiritual, are found. And now I want to talk to you about wealth, it not just being a currency. It's really the energy of the value we provide, the lives we touch, the art we create. So define wealth. That word is so loaded and so many people have opinions about it, and remove that. Don't think of it as wealth then. Think of it as energy and value, the value you bring to this world. And every interaction, every challenge you meet with innovation and strength, it builds a wealth of your character, and in turn, your success in the external world. Vibrationally, your success grid is enhanced. So as we close today's session, I'd like to venture into the heart of your aspirations. We are not done, but if you have to leave, love you so much. I realize we're already 27. I try and keep these about 30 minutes, but I think today we'll be going to 40. So hang tight with me for 10 more minutes if you can, as we dive into the artistry of goal setting. Very important. Or come back later to minute marker about 23-ish. So guys, the canvas where your life's masterpiece is going to take place. I want you to picture this blank canvas, and the goals you choose, they're not just targets, they're expressions of your deepest creative abilities. So choose goals that resonate so strongly that they're worth dedicating the symphony of your life to. I know that sounds like, whoa, wow, that's intense, but you're going to be doing it anyway. What are you doing anyway intently? What is your symphony of life? What are you committed to? Like, most of us, unfortunately, don't even like our jobs. I mean, you're still dedicating your life to them. So visualize with me, close your eyes, and live your end goal in the present moment. Imagine it so vividly that it starts to breathe, to pulse with energy. Nurture that vision. Tend to it as you would a precious garden until it takes on a life of its own. And now release the anchors of limitations, skepticism, the dusty, rusty opinions of others. Guys, they're not all going to come with you. Let me just tell you there. Just because you're going to change doesn't mean they want to change. So release that. Release the opinions of others. Your creativity, your personal creativity is boundless. It's an ocean, and your ship is ready. You want to set sail. All right. So here are the things you need to consider, the things you need to bring on board with you if you do want to make that journey into the success grid and actualizing your goals. And these are like 6 cardinal points on a mariner's compass. They're guiding your energy to transform your goals into reality. And they are, write these down: desire, belief, visualization, release, persistence, and action. Okay, so those are the 6 points. First, we'll just touch on them briefly. Ignite the candle of desire. Do you have a goal? Is it big enough? Are you willing to cross fire to get there? Like, ignite the candle of your desire and make sure it's a biggie. And then plant the seed of your idea in the soil of belief. You dream it, but then you have to believe it. You absolutely have to believe that your identity can accomplish it. You don't need to know the how. That's not what I'm talking about. But if you need to adjust your self-image to believe, then do that. That's your first quest. Otherwise, you ain't going to get there, unfortunately. Sorry. Spoiler alert. So you got to ask, believe, and then expect. And so expectation involves looking in the mirror and really seeing your goal as already achieved. It's already achieved, the vibration of it. How would you act? How would you speak? What would you be doing? Who would you surround yourself with? And then you gotta, as you go, befriend fear. And anytime it arises, anytime you feel frustrated, go back yesterday, it's a whole day on it. Agitated, alone, insecure. I think, there's the acronyms of failure. Let go of fear and doubt. You have to befriend it, pivot, use it as a springboard. And then you ascend the staircase through persistence, step by step by step. And finally, you ring that bell of action with conviction. Okay, you go get it. So we're going to do this during the final activation today. If you are a VIP, you're going to adore this powerful alpha meditative journey that you're going to take later, and again and again and again with a new goal. So before we wrap up, I want to talk about the essence of success or failure grids. And by the way, I'll put the link to upgrade to VIP in the link of this video description once we're done. All right, so the essence of success or failure grids, to recap everything without going over the same territory again and again, because I know for some of you, you're like, I got it, Holly, let's move on. When you consistently hold an idea in your mind, and when you dress it with the garments of belief, expectation, and you overcome fear, it's going to attract the means for you to receive it. It's your birthright. And you're not to be rude, but you're not special. Like, that's the way it works. So we are special, but like, anyone can do it. It's not like someone's like, wow, that's a gift. That's our gift. It's your birthright. So decide what you want, free from the confines of your current script. Dare to expand your vision through the lens of fantasy and imagination. And then to those who doubt your path, offer forgiveness. They're simply unaware of the boundless creativity within you. And with belief as your compass and persistence, as you sail further and further on your journey, then they'll go, huh, maybe I could do that too, right? So set your sights on horizons that beckon your soul. Believe in your infinite potential. Let go of self-imposed shackles and really take bold action, because the masterpiece of your life is awaiting your unique brush strokes. So if you want to do this with me over the next year, I encourage you to tune into tomorrow's bonus session 8. It's all about how you can work with me over the next year. Additionally, if you really feel called to implement all of this work into your own bliss biz, working when you want, from where you want, for whom you want, and for people who love it, I'll also be discussing tomorrow in the bonus day how you can apply to become a mentor. And I will train you to create and launch your own programs like this one on the Alchemical Academy portal, alchemical.academy. There are over 30 mentors right now and about 10 to 15 that are truly engaged, and you'll start to see their stuff coming out. Really amazing people. So for now, just remember that success begins with your thoughts and culminates in the mindset that you cultivate. So plant empowering ideas in the fertile soil of your mind and water them with the fire of desire. I know it sounds weird to water things with fire, but you got to transform all that BS. You got to burn down those little things that don't serve you anymore, and really prune. And so if I could impart upon you 8 priceless pieces of wisdom to close things out, they would be: 1, harbor a burning desire as clear and sharp as a crystal, and let it transform your dreams into reality through the relentless pursuit of your goal. Become the personification of persistence. And it's through that unceasing effort that the seeds of your greatest triumphs will blossom. Number 2, you're not gonna like me when I tell you this one, but there are no shortcuts, okay? Winners, like the mightiest rivers, they carve their own paths through persistence. They become unstoppable. They channel powerful energy within them. It's a creative force. It's like a waterfall. And they have this drive, creativity, persistence, achievement, and they don't cut corners. There's no shortcut. Just go. You can always pivot. 3, conquer the shadows of fear. We talked about it yesterday. Now, according to one late great author, Napoleon Hill, he considers the shadows of fear to be poverty, criticism, ill health, loss, aging, and death. And he says that those are just illusions. Those are smoke screens that cloud your focus on success. And if you master your mindset, for a definite purpose, and you have self-belief, therein lies the treasures and riches that you seek. Number 4, money is but an echo of value. So whatever you need to do to get over this whole money thing that we've been so confused about for so long, get rich in spirit and contribution, and then the currency is going to follow. Know what you seek, have a clear vision and a strategy to navigate there, and then stay the course. Number 5 of 8, employ the compass of your mind to chart your course towards riches. Okay. You've got to have a compass. Avoid the treacherous currents of negativity. Stay focused on the beacon of success. I always talk about ships, and but it's a key thing to navigating the waters of emotion and all of the distractions that can occur along the way. Number 6, each day weave a pattern of success with the threads of action. Guys, everyone always thinks that they can just, this is the flawed premise behind the law of attraction. It's like, desire something, expect it, become a match, and it'll be here. You don't have to do any work. That's bullshit. You actually do have to move into, the things are coming at you. The little nuggets, the doors are opening, but you've got to walk through it. So move with intention and perfection in the now, get in the flow, build your strengths, and you'll stand unparalleled if you keep going. 7, embrace a mindset of service. This is where the Ikigai model comes into play. Do what you love, do what is needed for people who you can do things for, that they're going to be like, wow, this was just so amazing. And when you align with your actions to serve others with your gifts, again, abundance is going to follow as surely as day follows night. So believe in your vision, and the universe will conspire to realize it with you, for you, as part of a byproduct of the vibration of your grids of success. And the last thing is, set colossal goals. If you're, not encountering failure, it's because you're not dreaming big enough. You're not going out there. You got to have colossal goals that really ignite your spirit to take flight. And that you are just like, wow, wouldn't that be crazy if, because then you're going to act with courage, and you're going to alchemize in more profound ways. And if you think about it, like you set a goal here and your ego says, oh, well, maybe you can have it. If you set a goal here, the things that were way down here, those are child's play. You'll have them lickety split along the way, right? So I hope that this has been helpful for you. There are, again, exercises for each of those priceless pieces of wisdom inside today's workbook. If you're a VIP member, head over to the Member Center, dive in. And again, for everyone else, remember that the journey to success is as much about the destinations we aim for as it is about the transformation within us along the way. And I would love for you to, visualize your life as a canvas, and you have the power to create a masterpiece. You can make edits, keep painting with bold strokes of action, framed with belief and highlighted with persistence. And until we meet again, may your life be a reflection of your highest self, and may your grids of success become the maps to your greatest adventure. Thank you so much for spending these days with me. I knew there was a reason why we had to live stream onto my personal page, and the group has disappeared. I even reinstalled the Zoom app, but c'est la vie. This is the grid of success filling in so that some of you can see this. I'm certain of that. So enjoy the rest of your day, your year. your life. Tune in. I'm Holly Hallowell, founder of the Alchemical Academy, and it's been my pleasure being your host on this 7-day Grids of Success journey. You can find all of the journeys in the Alchemical Academy Facebook group. Be well. God bless, and we'll chat soon. Bye for now.